Hello, it's Amanda, the Spiritual Anarchist, and today's reading is going to be a random reading. So, whatever, there are no attentions for these readings. So, anything underneath these piles could be about love, romance, same thing. Love, your job, your situation, your future. So, go ahead and meditate on these piles. Figure out which one it is that you are going to want to pick to hear your random message. So, this is pile number 1. Pile number 2, pile number 3, pile number 4, and pile number 5. Not gonna lie, these rocks are kind of ugly for these readings, so I apologize for them not being so pretty. But yeah, go ahead and figure out which pile you feel like is going to resonate with you. Trust your intuition. The first number that popped up in your head is more than good enough for you to choose. Do not overthink it. Trust your gut and go for what your spirit and your intuition is telling you. Okay, so hello group 1. Let's go ahead and take just like a small look at your rock that you chose for this card pile. Unfortunately, learning about rocks is not a goal of mine. I have lots of other goals to accomplish, so I don't know the name or the meaning behind them. Some of them I do, the ones in today's readings I do not. Excuse my fingernails, they need to be done. So here's your rock. Here, I'm trying to see if I can get my camera to focus. Yeah, so that's it. I like it. Kind of like I don't know, something about like the word deep comes into mind whenever I touch that. So maybe that has something to do with something here. But deep was the word that came to mind. But let's go ahead and get into your guys' reading, group 1. Okay, group 1. So I'm definitely getting a money career field from here with these cards, with the 7 of Cups, the Princess of Discs, the art card, and the 4 of Discs in reverse. So it looks like maybe you've been like really trying to brainstorm and plan. Like you have this plan and you're heavily motivated by money. Like you could be motivated to the point where it's almost a little bit too much and you could have gone way too far and gone more so in the greedy aspect of it and less so in like you're like kind of ignoring the people around you, like their needs and what they need in order to live a happy life. Like you're kind of like ignoring that. Like if you have a store, in a sense, you're ignoring the customers because you're getting a little bit too greedy. You're all about money right now. Your main focus is money. And it looks like with the 7 of Cups, like you have very many options to make money. Like the universe is presenting these options for you, but you can be a little like getting like a little sidetracked, like you're kind of like not honing down on one option and you're kind of just like daydreaming it. But the Page of Pentacles, it looks like maybe you just aren't ready to make that move, to make that decision. And we're just, both these cards are very like daydreamy type cards, and you may also be prone to just like fantasizing over something that you want and like imagining yourself having all this money, but you haven't taken any steps to go after that dream. And the universe is like, hey, you can do it. Like, I'm presenting this. But also, you maybe, what I'm getting here is what I'm like, the message I'm getting behind these cards is that to really tune in into your higher self, what it is that's going to make you happy outside your ego-like mindset. Because I feel like right now with the four of discs, the 4 of Pentacles in reverse, is that maybe you're trapped here in this square of thinking too much about your possessions and it's not making you happy, and you're kind of like ignoring what it is that you need spiritually and what your higher self wants you to go after. And so these cards are really saying to like ground down, think about long-term goal. You have the energy right now, you're in the energy of the universe and the light to manifest what it is that you want, but to make sure that you're manifesting something that's going to suit your soul as well as your ego. So That's like the main message I'm getting here, and like to really listen to your inner voice and to bring balance into it, to make sure that you like stay calm and you like I feel like you could be working with people, some of you group one, maybe working in a group atmosphere here, because this card is also about like making sure that you understand what other people need, making sure you understand what other people want, to bring harmony in this group, to bring balance with the two people, how they're pouring and mixing, to make sure that everything blends well. For some of you, I feel like some of you guys may have employees that you're overlooking, or maybe you're overlooking your business partner and like what they need out of this situation. And to just make sure that you are bringing everybody, that you're not ignoring, that you're not getting too selfish, you're not getting too greedy, and that you're actually, and that you're maintaining focus on going after one goal, that try not to daydream about too many goals, and to just really ground yourself into one goal. Where's my coffee? I am now realizing, oh, there it is. Okay. But yeah, so group one, and I feel like you're also like, maybe you realize some of you, I feel like you guys have already realized that maybe you got a little bit too caught up in your workflow and you haven't been paying attention to your friends' needs or your family's needs or even your own spiritual needs. And sorry, I like this crystal. Okay, focus. All right. So maybe you've like gotten too distracted by your work, and I feel like you're starting to come into realization of that, because we have the Lady of Masks here, the Shaper, that you're now kind of like looking more past with reclamation, vanity, and surface appearance. Like now you're looking past all that. You've lifted off the mask. I feel like you worked really hard to get somewhere with the Four of Discs. Like you work hard to get all this money, but now you're like, okay, I have this money, crap, I forgot about like other people in my life, or even forgot about my own needs. Just been making sure I got money in the bank account, and now you're kind of like stressed and anxious. Now you're trying to reevaluate that. You're like, wait, is this really what I want? Is this really what I want to do for the rest of my life? Like I have all these options here, and now you're daydreaming about all these paths that you can take, all these paths that you can go on. And now you're just not ready to actually make those decisions yet, but you're starting to think about it. You're really starting to put yourself in a mindset that maybe it's not all about chasing after the dollar bill, that maybe there is more to being alive than just money searching. And so you're starting to get into that process. You're starting to demask yourself. You're starting to get in touch with your higher being. And then we have don't compromise in higher education reverse. I feel like I'm just getting really daydreamy vibes. Like you don't want to compromise your goal, your vision, this what you've worked for, all this money that you've made for yourself, or this money you're trying to make for yourself. You don't want to compromise. And with the Princess of Disc, like maybe like what you were working towards for some of you. I'm getting some of you guys were successful in this vision. I'm getting some of you guys weren't successful in this vision. For those of you who weren't successful in this vision, and maybe you're not getting as much money as you want, it's because we haven't really grounded yourself. You haven't really learned from past mistakes. I feel like for group one, you guys have kind of stopped looking forward to, like, you guys don't want to learn more. You guys don't want to try again, but you're not satisfied in your life because you haven't been feeding your soul. You've been feeding your ego. And so your higher education, with even higher education within your own soul, with soul searching, you haven't really done. And also higher education with, you don't know which, like, it's almost like you guys are fighting a new path because this path has done you well, but you're not learning from this past that you just like, sorry, I'm getting like my words mingled here. So you haven't learned from past mistakes or past things, and you're kind of like, oh, why am I not as happy, or why am I always stressed? Why am I anxious? And it's because you haven't really found the balance. You've been focusing more so on your work life and getting this life that your ego wants you to have, and you haven't been searching in your soul. And now you're starting to get into this daydream. Some of you guys can be subconscious, where you're just like sitting staring at the ceiling like, why do I feel like this? And it's all because of your work balance here. Let's pull some words of affirmation cards. We're going to do one for, let's see. Oh. Yeah, so far what I'm getting, like, this is all by choice here. Well, once I can group one, let's go ahead and figure this out. Yeah, here we go. So these cards, the words of affirmation, are more so confirming what the cards are already saying. So we got the end it. So I feel like you're tired of this daydream. Like, you're like, oh, why can't I just, like, continue on this path? Like, why am I daydreaming about other paths? Here, the universe is kind of wanting, I feel like the universe, your spirit guides are, like, kind of making you question your life to really see if you are actually happy doing what you want to do. Because wow, I got brain dead there for a second. The like the universe wants you to really question these options that you have. They want you to daydream. They want you to really, like, pick a path that you want to be on that's going to make you happy. And so I have a feeling like this subconscious daydreaming that you could be having with beyond your own force, beyond your own will, is going to happen until you actually settle and you ground and you get in touch with your higher self. Because then we have, following with the Page of Pentacles here, that this isn't a karmic thing. Like, you didn't do anything wrong. It's just that you're not grounded in this mindset to really go after this new idea that you may have, or this new fantasy. And so this isn't something that's like, oh, the universe isn't putting you on this path to punish you or to bless you. That this is all just your own conscious thinking. Not your own conscious thinking, sorry. Like this isn't something that you created, that you were getting the outcome for, if that makes sense. Like, this has something to do with what you did in the past to someone, or what you did in the past to yourself. This is solely just made by choices, why this is happening, which sounds like karma. I think you know what I mean by that. But yeah. So then with the Temperance card here being not the one, like, so it's just whatever. I'm going to clarify this one, actually. We're going to go a little further into what it is, because this is all about balance and bringing it into harmony, and to making sure that you understand people's perspectives and you make them happy. So maybe with not the one, you're not doing it correctly. So I'm going to go ahead and clarify that some more. And then we have the Four of Pentacles. Like, this one's very, like, let it go. Like, let go of this idea of money, or that you need all this in order to be happy. The way that you're spending money to treat yourself, to make up for the sadness that you're feeling, let go of that, and to really go into your higher self. Because it looks like the universe is agreeing with this soul searching that you've started doing, with this going into, like, what's really going to make you happy. The universe loves that for you. The universe is agreeing for that, because you haven't been in touch with your soulmate, with your soul path, with your soul job, with your soul self. It's in reverse. Like, you've kind of just been, like, you haven't been seeking it out, but now you're starting to. And the universe is loving that. The universe is agreeing with that. So let's go ahead and clarify this. Not the one with groups. Yeah. So I feel like what's happening here is that you're in a situation, and this could just be bringing balance into if you're doing this solo dolo group one, if you're not really working with a group here, this could just be bringing balance into your own thoughts, your own goals, your own, how it is that you want to see your life in the long run. However, whatever it is, if you're working with people and it's not the group of people you're working with, it's how you're trying to group yourself together inside your head. I feel like you're viewing the situation that you're in as, like, this is like your soul connection. I feel like you have this idea that this is like what you're supposed to be doing, but you just don't feel connected to it. Like with the third eye in reverse, you just don't feel an in-depth connection to it. That could be what's creating this lack of happiness here, what's really making you reevaluate what it is that you want. Because yeah, you may be telling yourself that this is your soul destiny, but you just don't feel it in your head, you don't feel it in your heart. And with the caution and scissors, so I feel like you're like taking caution, like you this, I feel like this situation is going to end, and you're going to actually, this idea that you're fantasizing about, that's kind of just in your head, I feel like you are going to make a decision to really have that manifest, because it's not manifesting now because you haven't chose to manifest, you haven't chose to work towards this new goal, this new idea, because you just haven't been ready. And I feel like you're taking your time here, you're slowly going away from what it is that you've been working on, and you're going to cut ties with that. I'll pull a couple more cards for you. Yeah, it's like you fell out of love with it. Like you just don't, like you thought it was where you're supposed to be. Now you just have no feelings. And you're going to take it. It's a learning experience. The universe is agreeing with you. The universe has said that the universe has agreed with you. Like it was just a learning experience. Sometimes that happens. Yeah, I feel like this situation that you're putting yourself in with your job and however it is that you're making money, it's no longer healthy for you. It's actually doing more harm. We have helpful eating in reverse, and also with the Four of Pentacles, which is, I feel like, a really loud card in this reading. It's like saying that like you're not feeding yourself how you're supposed to be feeding. I feel like you may even be isolating yourself from people. Like you kind of have put yourself in this little rut here with money and your job, and you're just not feeding your soul, and you're feeding with the Seven of Cups here, you're kind of feeding your ego and less so your soul, and that has made you unhealthy to your mind, body, your soul, your spirit, and everything. You've been isolating yourself here in a sense. You've been kind of like staying away from people, hanging around, getting like animal therapy. And so the universe is saying to make that choice, make that decision, this fantasy that you're having to go, that this soul searching, it needed to happen. You're revealing parts of yourself to yourself that you didn't even know that you had, and now you're kind of like daydreaming and fantasizing over this. So group one, that was today's reading for you. If it resonates, go ahead and leave me a comment below explaining how it resonates. If you want to go more in depth in that reading, if you want to find out what's going to happen if you make a decision, or if you go down certain paths, if you have questions about this reading, I charge $1 a minute, or you can get the 15 minutes for only $10 special. So if you get like 30 minutes, then it's $20, so stuff like that. But if you, so every 15 minutes, it's $5 off, or $1 a minute. And you can ask up to 10 questions in that 15-minute reading. But yeah, group one, if that resonated with you, go ahead and let me know. If you want to purchase that reading, go ahead and leave a comment in the comment section in order to purchase that. And I hope you guys figure out your situation, and I hope you guys connect to your higher selves, and you make the decision to make your happiness go up and to make your vibrations go higher. You guys have a wonderful day. Hello, group number two. This is your reading. Let's go ahead and take a look at your rock, your stone here. So I do not know the meaning or the name of this stone. Learning stones and crystals is not something that's been on my top list to learn. But here's a little look. Sorry if you guys are interested in the name. If you guys know the name, just go ahead and let me know in the comment section, because I am curious to learn. It's just not my top goal. Here, let me adjust this so you can see the stones and the crystals. All right. So group number two, let's go ahead and get into your guys' reading. We have the Prince of Swords, the Fool, all in reverse, Ace of Pentacles in reverse, and then we got the Six of Discs in reverse, so the Six of Pentacles. All right. Oh, we got more cards. What am I doing? Well, actually, let's go over these cards. I feel like this message is pretty loud. All right. Holy moly. So this is another money reading. Pile one was also a money reading. Yeah. Okay. So let's get started. So the main message that's coming here is it time? Is it time to go forward with what it is that you want to go forward with? I feel like you haven't planned anything out. And I feel like maybe you're acting a little impulsive, a little restless here, a little reckless. Like you have all this energy. You want to do something with this idea. I feel like maybe a business plan, but you don't know how to tackle it. You don't know how to go forward with it. And so I feel like all this energy and this frustration that you could be feeling from getting like so not bent out of shape, like built like this pent up energy, you are just going to act impulsively. You're gonna be like, you know what, I'm tired of sitting around, I'm tired of feeling like this, I'm just gonna go for it, I'm just gonna do it. And that can lead you to failing, you not being able to ground yourself, you the lack of planning, I feel like may hurt your outcome here. But I'm also getting a lot you're doing this alone. Like these two cards here with the princess, not the princess, sorry, the Prince of Swords and the Fool in reverse. Like I feel like you're trying to think about going at it alone. But I feel like you're like worried that maybe you don't have enough tools. You don't have enough what's the word? Like you don't have, like, I feel like you're doubting yourself. Like, do you have what it takes? Can you actually do this? For some of you, I feel like maybe this has something to do with money, and this has to do with you just wanting to go out and be on your own and soul search here. But you're not sure if you know what it takes to like survive. I feel like you don't know if you have what it takes to survive on your own. You're just feeling really restless. And this could be leading you to feeling burnt out too. That also could be a reason why this idea hasn't come off the ground, because you're really burnt out. And I feel like sometimes maybe that burnt out energy is really what's making you wanting to go through it alone here. But we have, so out of all of these, like all these questions, like this is just more so like, do you have what it takes? Is it the right time to go after this dream? And like just a lot of lack of planning. It's all impulsive energy here. And so, but then we got, what's crazy is we have the Six of Pentacles. So you may have a lot of money. For some of you guys here in pile 2, you guys have enough money to do it. You guys love to give to people. That makes your soul feel good to give out your money. You love being generous. If you don't have a lot of money, people here in pile 2, then you might like giving your time, your love. You listen to people, like you love giving yourself to people, and you also don't mind necessarily receiving things. But I feel like this is more so you love giving out. So I feel like it seems like you have a nice harmonic balance here with money. Like you are not hurting. Some of you guys may just, some of you guys may be a mansion. Some of you guys may have a nice little humble home, but you guys aren't worried. You guys aren't really like sitting like, oh, how am I going to pay my bills here? You're more so like, how am I going to get this plan? How am I going to get all this motivation out of my body? And you got to find ways to release that. Let's go ahead and pull some more. I have a couple more cards I've already pre-pulled here. So this could, I'm getting for some of you pile 2, this is maybe a new business adventure you want to go on. And for for some of you guys, I'm also getting like you guys just want to start somewhere. You want to start on a path all on your own, but you're not sure if you're going to be able to succeed. You guys could be thinking about moving houses or buying a house. Whatever it is, it's something that you're not sure you're ready for. So we got the Author in reverse. So we got more going alone. Like, so him in reverse, like usually, so if he's facing forward, this guy, like he's gone through his challenges and he's there, he's got his support. But here it's like maybe you're just keeping things to yourself. Like you're not telling anybody this thing that you want to go after. And you're like really doing this all on your own here. I feel like Sweetness in reverse, and you found it. So let's go ahead and let's clarify these two cards, because how the definitions don't really fit in with my, well, you found it kind of fits in, but the sweetness doesn't fit in as easily as sometimes as it does. So I feel like, yeah, let's pull some cards first. Yeah, like for some of you guys, I think you guys are in this situation. Yeah, like you're trying to, I feel like that's what it is. Like you're in this situation, and maybe you're in the situation with others. Maybe you've been like handing out loans to somebody, or you've been giving somebody money, and you're just kind of like tired of doing it. I feel like maybe you've gotten a little bitter in this situation. Like you're like it's almost like you're I don't want to say like you're being mean or you're being an a-hole here, but it's like you're kind of like you're not in touch with your sweet side. Like yeah, you do love to give, but I feel like something's maybe you're giving too much here and you're not making like you want to go at it alone, and I feel like it might have to tie in with, we'll pull some more cards here in the future, but it's like you haven't found it, and I feel like maybe that's why this planning and what you want to do hasn't really been coming through all the way, because it's not, you haven't found, it's not the one. I feel like maybe you even like try any ties to this situation and whatever it is that you're trying to get rid of, but you're still in connection to it, and it's really just not, your soul is not in it. Yeah, so it's not, I don't want to be like, it's not looking good. I'm not trying to be the Debbie Downer here in this situation, but it looks like what's going to happen, it's all of this impulsive energy, this not planning things out. I feel like when you go to take action on what it is, and with our bottom deck energy here being the Princess of Wands, like it's like you have this idea that you want to do and you don't know how to do it, you don't necessarily have the tools to do it, it doesn't feel like the right time, you might actively impulse on this, and what's going to manifest from that is disappointment. Nothing is actually going to be getting created. So I feel like what's happening, even if you don't make any decisions and you kind of just like let the situation exist, you're still only going to manifest disappointment and lack of creation. Like nothing is going to come from any of this. It's just a whole bunch of energy. What I feel like the universe is trying to get you to do is to release this energy, and to, if you aren't as generous as a person with sweetness in reverse, I feel like maybe some of you guys are clinging to what it is that you have, to this wealth that you created for yourself. The universe may be saying, hey, in order to release some of this pent up energy that you got, maybe try giving, like donating $1, giving $1 to the homeless man on the street, or donating to a good cause. I like supporting local businesses and donating to local businesses and local foster cares. I try not to do the big corporations, so that way the money stays in the community. But maybe think about ways to be more generous, and maybe that will get you out of this funk. Because we got a lot of be careful with your next step going on here, because you could be manifesting a lot of disappointment. Right? Okay, so what's happening here with these words of affirmation with the Prince of Swords? You're acting too fast. You're acting too impulsively. You need to slow down. You need to ground yourself, because it's not going to be okay. If you continue going at whatever it is that you're going at with this type of energy, with this type of speed, it's not going to be good. It's not going to be okay. And then we have the Fool. It's almost over. So I feel like this feeling of worrying about the situation, and this feeling that you need to control everything is going to come to an end. This obsessive behavior that you need to be the one in control is going to leave in I feel like these risky decisions that you've been making, in this fear, this insecurities you have, those are going to go away soon as well. And with the universe agrees with the Ace of Pentacles, I feel like you're being hesitant towards this because you're aware that you don't have enough time. You're aware that things can fall through. You're aware that you haven't planned enough for it. And the universe is agreeing with that. The universe is definitely saying this isn't to make you feel like you don't have what it takes. It's that you just don't have the tools, the proper equipment. Like you don't have everything right now. You are right to think that you're right, and it's good to be self-aware that you're not ready for this. And so ground yourself here with the Prince of Swords to slow down, make sure that you plan things out well. And so this wealth, this balance, all this stuff that you give or you take, this isn't karmic related. I feel like you worked for this. Like this isn't something that the universe is punishing you or blessing you with here. So For group number 2, that is your message, is that you're right. You don't have everything. You don't have every necessity right now in order to continue with this idea and to slow down, reground yourself, figure out what it is that you need to make this happen in a way that you feel safe and secure. If you want more personal reading and more in-depth reading, if you guys have questions in regards to this, go ahead and leave a comment. And my charges are only $1 a minute, or $10 for 15 minutes. So every 15 minutes you buy, it's $10, or it's just $1 a minute. Yeah, and if this resonates with you, go ahead and leave a comment explaining how this resonated with you. I'd love to read them. And I hope group 2 that you guys have a wonderful day. Hello, it's Man of the Sphere. Oh, excuse me, I don't know what just happened in my brain. Anyway, so well, hello group 3, welcome to your reading. So I accidentally switched out yours and group 2's stones. The cards are the same, but your stones, I have a feeling, were meant to be switched because I accidentally did it. That was my bad. So you were originally this stone, but you're now this stone. So I hope you enjoyed today's reading. Go ahead and take a look at this rock. I do not know the name of this rock or remember the meaning. Actually, this one I'm pretty sure is supposed to get you more connected to like not past lives, but more connected to like old historical, like Egyptian things. It's supposed to like enhance like your photo memory or something. I could be wrong. If you know what this is, go ahead and leave a comment and explaining what it is. I don't tend to look too deep into stone meanings. I have other interests that kind of trump over that, but I do enjoy reading what these stones are supposed to be. Well, let's go ahead and get to your guys' reading. So we got the Chariot, the Star, and we also have the Two of Swords in reverse, and then we got the Pleasure card, Six of Cups here. Okay, so we have an interesting reading for group 3, Blessings of Abundance and Triumphant and Nyx. Holy moly. All right, so for some of you, I'm gonna lay down what this possibly could be meaning and then go into the deeper things while trying to make sure that it stays general and not too precise. But so for some of you, if you guys have been arguing with family members, or if your family members have been arguing, that is going to come to an end shortly here. If you guys, some of you guys might have a past love come to visit, an ex-boyfriend might show up. And for others, group 3, group 3, if you guys have been trying to get pregnant, you guys are now in the energy field to be getting pregnant. So for some of you guys, and also for anybody who is sexually active in this, you are in the energy, the time of day to get pregnant. So if you are not trying to get pregnant and you are sexually active, take your proper safety precautions, because a kid could be coming your way if you do not if you're not responsible. And of course, that's for any time if you're not responsible sexually, but the cards are saying that a kid could be on the way. So for those who are trying to get pregnant, we have Blessings of Abundance with the card, so you might get your more than likely to get pregnant. Also, for some of you guys, if you guys been wanting an ex-lover to come back, that is more than likely going to happen with the blessing of abundance triumphant. You are going to win those two things. If you have been trying to mediate a family argument or a friend's argument, you guys, it's going to come to an end soon. Hold on, I'm taking a sip of coffee real quick. All right, so let's go ahead and go deeper. So I'm gonna try to remain general for everybody who here is involved, because it looks like there's multiple options going on for those. All right, so let's go ahead and start off with the Chariot. So with the Chariot here and the Star, all these go together. So it looks like if you are questioning if you have what it takes, I feel like maybe with the Two of Swords in reverse, you're kind of confused. Like, do I have everything? Can I do this? I feel like you're getting a lot of opinions with the Chariot and the Two of Swords. I feel like people are like kind of coming in the way of you in your envisionment here. But the universe is saying you got it. You don't have to question it. This confusion, this, what's it called? Like, if you're wondering if you should listen to yourself or listen to the people around you, listen to yourself. Don't listen to these people. These people are trying to come in the way in between you and your goal. They can be trying to distract you. This might not have evil intentions behind it. Maybe your family is trying to tell you like, oh, what you want to do, you shouldn't do it. But with the Two of Swords here, it's saying to trust your intuition, to go for it. This is also saying don't cut corners. Don't be lazy about it. Like, don't, you want to go at it strategically. You can do this. You have everything that you need to do to do it. Like, you have your inner power, you have this dedication, whatever it is that you want, it's going to be successful. And when you put the work into it, it is time to put work towards this dream, this manifestation. If you're trying to get pregnant, where's the card? If you're trying to get pregnant, go for it. It's time. You will be successful. If you're trying to break up an argument, if you're trying to keep the peace, you got it. You can do it. You have what it takes. If you want to reach out to an ex-lover or an ex-friend, you can do it. It's time. This is the time to be bold, to really be in your energy. You got everything going for you. This is a card that things are going to be successful. Not only do we have the Chariot, we have the Blessing of Abundance card that was pulled, which is even trying to, the universe is really trying to tell you, group 3, that it's going to happen, that you're going to be successful, and to not be afraid. You are going to be triumphant. Not only are you going to be blessed, you're going to get what it is that you want. And I've never seen such alignment in my cards. Well, I have, but this is usually towards love. This is towards a few things. So that the synchronicity is beautiful. Like, there's no denying it. How are you going to deny triumphant blessing of abundance in the Chariot? But I feel like the only confusion that's going to be coming into play here is the Two of Cups. The Two of Swords is that there's people talking in your ear. There's people trying to tell you what they think that you should do. You know what you need to do. You need to trust your intuition and go for it. And we have the Star here, my favorite card, because it's an Aquarius card, and I'm an Aquarius. But yeah, so this card is saying to be open-minded, to you have this calmness about you. You have this hope. You got it. This is time to transform. You are ready to transform. You have this energy and you feel good about it. And to be bold in this transformation, to not listen to other people. I feel like with this transformation you want to make, like, you're ready for it. Also, because with the Six of Pleasures, this is also saying to, like, you may be revisiting past memories. Maybe you're, like, looking about how things used to be, and you kind of want to go in that similar direction again, but in a new light, in a new transformation, in a more mature mind, and you're ready to take on. You could be trying to take on a new look, or you can be trying to take on you're trying to take on some type of transformation here, and you can do it and be bold in that. And so with the Six of Cups, I feel like maybe with this revisiting past memories, maybe you're thinking about your ex-friend or your ex-lover, that to be open-minded. Both these cards are kind of like saying, like, go with the flow, be open-minded, go things with an open heart. If you want to reach out to somebody, be bold about it. This is not the time to be shy. Be bold. But I feel like you have perfect balance of being strong, confident, and then being strong, confident, and then but being calm. Like, you're not being over the top. You're not being too overly energetic here. And I feel like if, like, you're trying to reach out to a past friend or a past lover, and you have people telling you, no, don't do that. Why are you doing that? That's crazy. Don't do that. That person's in the past for a reason. And so trust your intuition. Trust what it is, because whatever it is that you trust, you're going to be successful in. And I feel like you're going to keep this a secret. This is also another successful card, believe it or not, but this is successful in the sense of keeping it to yourself and not telling people. Nyx, the Enchantress of the Night, Secrets, Vigilance, and Subterfuge. Sorry, I don't know why my brain would not let me say that. But so secrets, vigilance, like, I feel like you're going to keep this to yourself. Like, if you and your lover are trying to get pregnant, you're not going to tell people, because people may be saying, like, why would you do that? Why would you have a baby in 2020? Or why would you try to get pregnant this time of day? Or, like, maybe they're just, like, don't agree with the person that you're seeing, or maybe they think whatever it is. That, and, like, I feel like people are saying, don't talk to your ex-lover. What are you doing? Don't do that. Don't bring that person back into your life. And I feel like you're going to do it behind their back. But this is saying that sometimes secrets help you succeed. As crazy as that sounds, like, sometimes going behind someone's back in order to get what you want is okay, as long as it's not necessarily hurting somebody, as long as you're not creating some type of fidelity, or you're not stealing from somebody. But this is saying, like, if you're going to keep something to yourself, maybe not let somebody know, because it's better off if they didn't know. That sometimes it's okay to do that. Sometimes you got to do that. So if you go behind your friend's back and you start talking to your ex, sometimes it's going to be a success. And it looks like we have triumphant blessings of abundance in the Chariot and the Nyx card. So I feel like this is going to be really successful. Let's go ahead and pull some confirmation cards for these. for the Troth Tarot deck. But I mean, like, it's like in my head, it's screaming, saying, yes, yes, do it. What are you doing? What are you waiting for? Do it. Go ahead and go in that transformation. Be bold. Don't listen to what those people are saying. I feel like you may be even like overloaded. People are talking too much. And I feel like you're listening to what these people are saying, or you're listening to the thoughts that are saying, oh no, you can't do it. And it's all in your head. Soulmate energy. So we got a soulmate card. Whatever the situation is, whether it be your path that you're on or a person that you were talking to. Look at that. Holy shit. Did I not just say path? Oh, sorry. I don't try to curse my things. My bad. But this that you're dealing with, this transformation is your soulmate. This energetic force is your soul and you're connected. This doesn't necessarily mean soulmate as in lover, since it's clarifying the star card. But this is saying that you are on your soul path now. Like you're vibrating with your higher self here. And so with Two of Swords, you're on the right path. So with all this confusion that you may be feeling, this stuckness that you may be feeling, this overload of people trying to tell you what to do and what not to do, or overloading your own emotions, or any type of argument that could be going on that you're trying to be the peacemaker, you're on the right path. Trust your intuition. We're going to clarify the not the one. But if you even notice, like, look at these cards, the colors in the confirmation cards match the colors in the Troth Tarot. So I love when I see that with the red and the red and the pink and the pink. It's just all clarifying, and blue and the blue. But we're going to do some more for the not the one with the Six of Cups. Yeah, so this is saying also, if you, for some of you, group 3, that maybe there's an argument that's happening, it's coming to an end. Like it's your balance, your relationships are going to be more in tune. They're going to be more harmonic. They're going to be more balanced. Oh, shit. Oh, sorry. Did it again. Okay, now I'm getting mixed feelings. All right, for some of you guys, not the one, reverse. So it is the one. Okay, yeah. All right, now I got it. Woo! It had me. I got lost there for a second. I was misinterpreting the card incorrectly. So with the Two of Cups, yeah, you got a lot of confusion going on here, group 3. Like, I feel like you're trying to tell yourself almost like it's not, like you're trying to say it's not the one, or you have doubts. You have a lot of doubts, a lot of confusion that you think that this may be this pregnancy, this past lover, this situation, whatever it is that you're feeling. Like, you're really doubting your intuition here. You're doubting yourself. And I feel like that's what's making you maybe feel a little stuck, is because you don't really believe in yourself. But the Chariot is saying to believe. This is the time that you need to believe in yourself, because you got it. You have what it takes. And I feel like you're on and off. Like, your feelings are very, like, one time they're this way and the next morning they're that way. Like, they're not staying consistent here. And I feel like that's coming from you not trusting your intuition and you letting people's words get in the way of your intuition. So you really need to stay in tune, in touch to your intuition, because that is what's real. That is the real thing that you need to listen to. And things aren't going to get created if you deny yourself this Chariot, if you deny yourself this flow, this transformation. If you let people's voices get inside of you, things won't get created the way that they're supposed to. But that's just the message that's coming through. But you're going to be triumphant. You're going to have this blessing of abundance. I feel like you're in the energy field for it. All these cards are saying that what it is that you want in regards to getting pregnant, what you want in regards to a past love, is going to happen. I feel like you're just like, you're like not trusting your intuition here. Yeah, so with the big waves and the candles, let's go ahead and pull another one. And for some of you guys, if you guys have been worried about your past lover coming up, with these cards here, for some of you guys, group 2, if you guys have been worried about a past lover, or worried about getting pregnant, or worried about something, it's not going to happen if you don't want it to happen. If you don't want it to happen, it won't. Don't worry about it. It's not just going to come out of nowhere. So for some of you, group 3, it won't happen. You make it work is in reverse. So like, if you don't want it to happen, it's not going to happen. But for those here who do want it to happen, it will. So I feel like maybe some of you guys were listening along like, holy crap, I don't want to talk to my ex-lover. Holy crap, I don't want to have kids. It's not going to happen unless you want it to happen, is what these cards are saying here. But those who do want it, this was your sign, your message that you're going to be successful and you're going to be blessed in what it is that you are desiring here. If you have more questions, I do charge $1 a minute, or you can do 15 minutes for $10. If this reading has resonated with you, please go ahead and write me a comment so I can read it. I love to hear how my readings have resonated. So yeah, so if you guys want to ask more specific questions, you want your personal reading, go ahead and leave a comment as well, and I will get to that as soon as possible. Hello, group 4, and welcome to your reading. All right, so this is the crystal that you guys chose. It's nice, sparkly, druzy-esque type crystal. I don't know what it's called, so sorry about that. I got it in one of those things, like those rocks that you break. Excuse me. Oh, there's a bug in my coffee. Oh, no. I mean, one second. Ugh, gross. All right, anyways, so here is your guys' reading. The Queen of Wands, the Completion, which is the Four of Wands, the Sun, and then also Gain, which is 9 of Pentacles. And holy moly, yes, look at you guys. If you guys haven't received your blessings, it's coming to you very shortly. So we already got, like, you are in your power. We have the Four of Wands and the Queen of Wands, which are very powerful cards that you have, like, you've gained, like, you're in your higher self, like, you're your true self, like, you walk around, people recognize that you are you to your core, you're in this power, you're dedicated, you can achieve anything you believe, in everything. And then we have, so with, like, you just have this, like, way about you that people are really drawn to. People really like being around you. With the Sun card, you could be, like, really warm and inviting. You give people, like, the safe space to be in. You're abundant, and if you're not gaining any, what's it called? Like, if you haven't received your reward and you've been working hard, it's coming. You're about to see this manifestation that you've been working hard to create, this Queen of Wands, this hard work you've been putting into your life, into yourself. You're about to gain a lot from it, and some of you may already be in this already. Group 4, go ahead and splurge. Don't be afraid to treat yourself to a nice little vacation or a spa day. If you've had your eyes on something in your wish list, go ahead and get that, because you are blessed right now. And then we have the Four of Completion. If you haven't completed what it is that you've been working for here, it's about to soon come into completion. You're going to hit that. This is a really homey card, so this is also a celebration card to go out and really celebrate what it is that you've accomplished. Go out and spend your money, have fun with your friends, go out and do things. These people who enjoy being around you, be around them. You are powerful. And this also could be like, so you're in such positive lights, you can go a little bit deeper and make sure that you do some shadow work, because you have this optimism, this upbeat personality, that this is a good time to also do shadow work to make sure that you rid yourself of any negative things that could be lingering. But for the most part, these are all positive cards. I don't really have much to say because the message is very loud. It's very simple, is that people are drawn to you. You are in your true self. You're in your true beauty. Group 4, you are powerful and you are being blessed. You're about to be blessed, and to bless yourself for this independence that you've given yourself, this hard work you put into your life, that this milestone is coming. If it hasn't already come, you did it. You've succeeded. Let's go ahead and see what we got going on over here. Yeah, so we got the God King of Do It, commitment, acquisition, and responsibility. So you've done it. You've committed to this idea. You took responsibility. You took a hold of your own life. And now we got the Sun in the background, and we got the Sun card here. Your success is really shining. This beauty is really coming through. We have a lot of circles here. So you went through this process, you went through this journey, you went through these circles with the Nine of Pentacles, all these circles here, the Sun being the circle with the rays, the completion card, and even with the God King of Do It, you've done it. It's coming to a completion. Then we got don't compromise and then speak your truth in reverse. So this is, we're going to elaborate on that because we're saying don't compromise for your, I'm getting like don't compromise yourself for anybody, but also to like hold back. Like maybe you have somebody in your life. Let's pull some cards here. We also got the Empress, the bottom deck energy here. The Empress here being that you are naturally nurturing, compassionate, sweet. I feel like maybe there might be somebody here trying to take advantage of you, but it's not coming through in any of these cards. But with this, but it is coming through on the Oracle cards. So let's see what the angels had to say, why this card was pulled. Because it's like saying to hold back, but don't compromise. Like hold back your words, don't compromise. Yeah, continue going, continue moving forward. Things are going to be coming to you quickly. Like if you, yeah, so if you're not already in the middle of this blessing or the end of this milestone, the end of this completion, it's coming to you quickly. It's going to come to you before you know it in the near future. All right, so we got the financial reading, and I feel like a romance thing is coming through. So this could be situational. Okay, so hear me out, group 4. We're getting into this thing where you could either okay, all right, so let me tune in. So it looks like for some of you, this could be a financial thing. And for other people, this can be a heartbreak thing. So if you've been working on a project to make money or whatever it is, a hobby, you are going to complete it. You're going to be blessed. If you've been going through a breakup, maybe it looks like you've gone over that heartbreak, that initial heartbreak, and now you're starting to realize how badass you are, and you're going to be blessed, and you're going to hang out with your friends. But it looks like something didn't work out. So for all the people who this is resonating with, group 4, it looks like something didn't work out and that has left you heartbroken. And this could be a new thing. Maybe this is separate. Maybe you got a successful thing going on and you also got a heartbreak going on. But something that didn't work out, the magic just wasn't there. Yeah, but it's like you've maintained this positive energy. Like no matter what type of situation is that left you heartbroken, you've maintained this positive energy. You've maintained this Queen of Wands energy, this Empress energy, this nurturing, caring side, this really appreciative. You enjoy not necessarily that you enjoy the outdoors, but you appreciate what like Mother Earth has given you, and you spread that, and people love that. People feel warm through that, and that it's blessed you in your life. You've gotten your abundance, you've gained things. But now we're coming to a completion to something, and this can be through whatever situation that has left you heartbroken, that you've remained strong throughout. Yeah, but I feel like maybe you've been feeling overwhelmed with everything. Maybe you're not here. Yeah, you've been feeling really overwhelmed, but your bad days that you were in are over. You no longer really have, those bad days don't affect you the way that they used to, but you are feeling overwhelmed. Yeah, I feel like maybe you thought this person or the situation was your soulmate, and it turned out it wasn't your soulmate. But you're on the right path, don't worry. And I feel like that's why this goodness, this abundance that's coming is because you're being rewarded for this work you've put in, this independence that you have to really make sure that you are able to live a stable lifestyle. You use your intelligence, you keep yourself busy, you keep yourself there, you want to stand strong. You've maintained that. And I feel like maybe you have been feeling overwhelmed. You've been feeling heartbroken over the situation. But the universe is saying that you are on the right path. This, that totally did not clear up my don't compromise and speak your truth cards, which is what my intentions were. But I feel like maybe the reason why the whole reading has taken a turn to a different direction is because the message is already said with me saying, don't compromise yourself. Don't compromise. You don't give more than you feel comfortable. But also don't lash out. Don't tell people how you feel. Do it in your own energy. And I feel like you do that naturally. And then these 2 cards decided that they wanted to flip over. So practice makes perfect in generosity. Yeah, so with all this stuff that didn't work out the way that you wanted them to, it seems like it was just practice to, keep you going on this path with it's a sign. So don't stop. You're on the right path. And I feel like what the generosity in reverse, what the universe, what the oracles, what the angels are trying to say here is that, oop, wrong card, to treat yourself. Maybe this isn't a time, but don't compromise here as well, that this isn't a time to really go out of your way for other people. This is a really time to treat yourself, to give yourself this gift that you've worked for, this abundance that you've created for yourself. Treat yourself that, and that things are coming into harmony also with gains. And so with the sun here and completion, we got a lot of good times, a lot of celebrations, a lot of like a home thing. Like, I don't know, some of you guys, if you guys have been trying to get a home, it looks like maybe this will be the completion to that. But this is a really like homey card, expressing like you guys are going to spend time at the house. Maybe you're celebrating, you're doing a little get together safely with 2020. We all know what's going on with that. But you know, like this, there's a lot of celebration to be here, and a lot of love. A lot of people enjoy being around you, and all these cards are saying that. And that this is a time to maybe treat yourself, to really give yourself what it is that you want, and to not give too much of yourself to other people, because you've worked hard. You've used your independence here to get to where you are. So group 4, that was your reading. If you have more specific questions or like me to go in depth on your own personal situation, go ahead and leave a comment. My charges are only $1 a minute, or $10 for 15 minutes. So if you'd like to receive that, go ahead and leave a comment. I'll get to you as soon as possible. But I hope everybody enjoyed that. I hope you guys leave a comment explaining if that resonated with you or not. I'd really love to read your comments, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Hello, group 5. So this is your pile, and let's go ahead and take a look at your stone here. So I am not that well educated on stones and crystals, so I don't know what stone this is or what it means. But if you are aware, but it's got like a cool like tiger's eye-esque type shine. You know, this actually might be black tiger's eye, now that I think about it. I don't know, don't quote me on that, but if you know what this is, go ahead and let me know in the comment section. All right, so let's go ahead and get into your guys' reading. All right, so we got Wealth, Prince of Wands, Sorrow, and the Six of Cups, and the last two being reversed. So what a story we got going on today. So it looks like, I don't know, group 5, where you guys are. I feel like some of you guys may be already in this process, or you guys are at the beginning. Some of you guys are going to be from the beginning to the middle to the end, but we're going to go ahead and get into it. I'm getting like you guys are all on different timelines for you guys, group 5. But it looks like you've worked hard. You created this financial security for yourself. You're abundant. You're financially stable. You're happy with where you are in life. Oh, sorry, I'm taking off my jacket. It's like it's winter. It's winter in Florida, so it's kind of chilly today. But yeah, so you've come to this completion or this goal. You've worked hard. You've built this financial stability for yourself. Like, this is going to be long lasting. But then it's also, we got the Prince of Wands here, which is like, now you're motivated. Like, you've done this, you've completed this goal, you've built this type of lifestyle for yourself. You're excited to go on to your next path. But what's going to happen here is that you may be thinking too quickly. You may have too much energy that's blocking you from really grounding yourself, and you're going to go too headstrong, too quick. You're not going to think about the future and the outcome of the future. So you have you could possibly what's it called? You do before you think, like you're you're acting too impulsively, and this can really mess you up. So with the Prince of Wands, it kind of comes as a warning to be like, hey, slow down, pull in that line a little bit. Look how quick you're going. You may go too quickly and stumble over areas that you should have been paying attention to. But then we also I'm not getting a good intuitive sense with the Three of Swords here and the Six of Cups. I'm not sure if, because I don't want to jinx this whole situation here, but with how good you're doing now, you could end up messing something up. Like, you have this wealth, this stability, but you may be going too quickly, and that's going to create some type of error where you're going to really regret the decisions that you made. You're going to like feel really pent up. Life's going to get difficult and you're going to really have to let go of this. You might have to emotionally release. And for some of you, I feel like you guys are in this process where you're going through this healing, or the people who have wealth now, they went through group 5. You guys already went through all this, but fuck, oops, I almost cursed there. But like, it looks like you're going to self-criticize because you moved too quickly. You made too many rash decisions, and now you're kind of getting a little, you're getting this negative outcome, which is going to really, like, it's like you're going to be sensitive. Like, people are going to say things to you, and it's really going to hurt you and affect you. So you're going to have to figure out how you're going to release those emotions. And then we have the 6 of Cups saying that you maybe even lost your inner child, and this could all be happening all right now, or this can be from beginning to end here. But so it looks like you're gonna be like living in the past. You're stuck in the past, like, oh, I remember when things were easier, when I had fun, when I had a social life. And you've taken on too much responsibility as an adult. You've lost your inner child, you lost your open mind, your curiosity to really enjoy and have fun with the world, because you've been working so hard to get this wealth, to maintain this wealth, and now you got it. Now you have it, and I feel like you're excited about that, and you're ready to maybe open up, like you're with this, like you're ready to open up again, but you're gonna go too quickly, and it's all gonna fall down. It's all gonna crumble a little bit. Not necessarily everything that you worked for, but this new goal, this new motivation that you have can lead to negative outcomes if you go too quickly. So just ground yourself there, group 5. And so, but yeah, so it looks like you may also just be prone, like maybe you got thin skin here, or you're really critical of yourself, and maybe that's why you're living in the past, because now you want to be this adult, you want to be this responsible, disciplined figure, but it's actually making you kind of, it says, hate yourself. And you're having trouble letting go. And this is also a time that you can be entering a time of recovery from those thoughts, to connect to your inner child. It's okay to have fun, to take a break, take a step away from this wealth. You've completed this. Now it's break time. Enjoy what it is that you have, and to go out there and try to have fun. Let's see what we got over here. So we got the Prince, the Forgotten. Yeah, so sorrow, loss, valor, serendipity. So it looks like I feel like this is an inner journey thing. I feel like this isn't necessarily what people are pushing onto you, making you sad. I feel like you are making yourself sad. You could be stuck on a past love here, but you've gone through this deep emotional journey that has really affected you, and it's made you a little sensitive to the outside world. So when somebody does say something to you, it gets under your skin a little bit easier, and you've gone on this journey of just struggle, in a sense, with however it may be, and you've lost your inner child because you've taken on so much responsibility. Now you're kind of living in the past. You're like, man, I got my future set out, but I kind of miss when I was doing all this stuff. Like maybe you're thinking about your college days or a past lover. Here, what else do we have? And we got the Lady of Masks. So yeah, so now it seems like you're really coming into a time of soul searching. Like you've worked hard to build what it is that you got, and now you're kind of thinking like, oh, well, I was happy here, I was happy then, how am I going to be happy now? So now you're trying, like, you're reclaiming yourself, you're reclaiming your soul, you're going deeper than just regular surface appearance here. All right, so commitment. So it looks like, so we got retreat and sleep in reverse. So you've been losing sleep over something. Maybe something's keeping you up at night. You've been trying to avoid it. Like you're not retreating into yourself. Like you're, let's pull some more cards here, okay? Need some more confirmation for these. It's like, yeah, so conflicting. Hold on, sorry, group 5. Let me pull some cards out here and see what we got going on. All right. So it looks like you've been out, you've been going socializing, hopefully safe. Like you're in contact with some people that you haven't retreated from. This person is being real with you, but it's like you don't want to commit to them. You don't necessarily want to go out and talk either. It's like there's somebody, you've been like losing sleep over this person, or this, maybe it's not even a person, maybe it's with a new idea, but it's like you don't want to, like you've nonstop been thinking about this person. Like I feel like maybe you've tried and it hasn't worked, but you don't want to commit to them. You don't want to talk to them. Yeah. you don't want to listen. It's always so confusing whenever my like readings go from like one subject to like a different, because now we're dealing with something that's going on here in your personal life. Yeah, like you're staying up, you're beating yourself up about it, whatever it is happening. Like you're being negative about the situation with the Three of Swords in reverse. Like, and this is all, you got to check your thoughts. Make sure that you got your thoughts in checks, because being negative is not going to get you anywhere. And the universe is saying to stop with all that. And it's even keeping you up at night. All right, let's figure out what this retreat. You haven't been retreating. There's somebody here. The universe disagrees with the situation. So let's figure out what the heck is going on here. It's like you don't want to retreat. You don't want to be by yourself. Look deeper. So the universe wants you to look deeper into the situation. It might be a lover, it might be a job thing, but practice makes perfect. So whatever the situation is that you're not committing to, that you don't really want to talk to this person, but maybe this person's been on your mind, or maybe you guys have been like kind of reaching out. I don't know. The situation seems really tricky, but it looks like it was just a practice makes perfect situation, that to look deeper into it, figure out what it is that is keeping you up at night. Because it looks like, because something's bothering you, obviously. Pulling some more cards here. All right. Yeah, it looks like the universe did this to you on purpose, group 5. It looks like the universe, whatever situation that has happened that you are perceiving in a negative headspace, in a negative light, what you're telling yourself is negative, what you're all this negative thoughts around this situation, the universe put that in your life for a reason, and you're viewing it as bad luck, as spilt salt. But this was really just a practice makes perfect. I think you're meant to learn from this. This is why you're thinking about the past. You're stuck in this past with the Six of Pleasure and the Sorrow card. You're like, yeah, so sorry, I'm stuttering here. But the universe, I think this was supposed to be a learning lesson for you. And the universe is saying like you gotta figure out why it is that you're feeling this like this. You gotta look deeper into your emotions here, because it's keeping you up at night for a reason, because there's something that needs to be found, something that needs to be understood that you are not allowing to happen. And I feel like instead what's happening is you're blocking it with your negative thoughts or your negative perception on the situation. You got to figure out what it is that you're missing here, why it is that you're staying up all night, and to get into, be open-minded, to get to be curious again. And I feel like you're going to get into some motivational part in your life. You might go out there and maybe have a little like few hookups here. Maybe you might be a little impulsive in your sex life, in your love life, or you may be even impulsive with your money. So just be wary that to ground yourself throughout it, to make sure that you think about the future and the outcome. But it does look like if you're not stable now, group 5, the stability is coming, and you will be rewarded for all this work that you've put into your life. We got the wealth card here, so you will be abundant. But yeah, so that was for group 5. It looks like your guys' situation is a little complicated here. But if you have more questions and you'd like a more in-depth reading, my charges are only $1 a minute, or $10 for 15 minutes. If you want to purchase one of those readings, go ahead and leave a comment. If this reading has resonated with you, go ahead and leave a comment explaining how, because I do enjoy reading the comments. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day.